Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, the latest chapter of My Hero Academia, chapter 279, is out. And honestly, I love this chapter. It's honestly a fantastic chapter that really gets to show off that Class 1A and B really work well together, and Momo is honestly a great leader. This is the fight between Class 1A and Gigantamacha, and while it doesn't actually complete the fight, that's honestly not a huge deal because of the fact that there's a lot that has to go into actually fighting him. And honestly, the same goes for almost all of the villains that we are still trying to defeat. So honestly, I'm not that disappointed that this fight isn't over yet. Now, obviously, I'm really excited to see how this arc ends, and we'll be talking about it as it comes closer and closer. But first, we gotta talk about this chapter, which starts off with this awesome picture of everyone in Class 1A, along with a few of their teachers, with specifically Aizawa, Present Mike, uh, Midnight, All Might, and Cementos. We also see Hux and Endeavor here, and of course, the big three. Basically, people who have been super important for this entire segment, and honestly makes me wonder, well, what's next? Are they actually going to be having a little party after they've actually after the villains run away to basically say, we did our best? I mean, honestly, the simple fact of the matter is that there's probably not going to be any real, hey, we can relax now moments for the rest of the show, because the simple fact of the matter is that now all the kids will have seen everything that goes on in this world. And honestly, I don't see them actually being able to just chill. Yeah, they might be able to spend a little bit of time together just hanging out, but this is a scene that honestly I hope to see, actually, because these kids really need a break because they haven't really had one in a while. And they probably won't be getting one again for a long time. The villains are out there. They've been doing a lot of harm for a while, but they're not winning this fight. Plain and simple. The villains are running away, and they took a lot of losses for this fight. And that's not really something that you can just walk away from without having some PTSD. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if a good majority of these kids are scared as heck. And this whole situation will never get a chance to happen. I mean, it sucks, but it might be the truth. The next page, we get to see Class A or Class B working with Class A to actually figure things out, such as Mudman setting a trap alongside of Setsuna. Um, we see all of the different classmates working hard to actually do this, and luckily we get to see all of them. We get to see Momo giving out the directions to everyone to basically set up these traps and try and get these vials into at least one of these vials into the actual mouth of the monster of Gigantamacha. And then it comes. And holy crap, this fight looks amazing. And I honestly can't wait to actually get to see this fight in all of its glory when it fully gets animated. I know that this may just seem like a slow fight, but honestly, it has a lot of impact to it. Mount Lady, who is one of the strongest heroes and the tallest hero in the world, is having extreme difficulties just keeping Gigantamacha from running. On top of that, there are the villains on top of this thing. And luckily we get to see them actually work hard, and they are trying to stop the thing. And yeah, seriously, all of this stuff is really cool. Um, there's just so much action going on that it's honestly hard to keep track of, even in the manga. But it's happening, and it's freaking awesome. I mean, obviously, it looks like a lot of people get hurt, and it's. I mean, freaking Denki gets hit by a rock. Everyone gets blown away just by one sneeze of freaking Gigantamacha. And then the heroes and realize, oh my gosh, these kids are really fighting. And also, Momo is really determined and really shows how determined she is. She's honestly one of the greatest leaders in this entire group. Even when everyone seems scared, she still stands up and continues to fight. Honestly, this wouldn't happen without the help of Todoroki, and that means that it wouldn't have happened without frickin' Deku. Like, seriously, people may want to complain that Deku isn't as good as some other protagonists, but honestly, he does so much for this group, even if he's not on screen, that it's honestly unbelievable how much he's done. And then the fight ends with the League of, or with the heroes trying to open up Gigantamacha's mouth, and it ends with what looks like Pinky jumping in to throw the freaking vial into Gigantamacha's mouth with her acid just surrounding her. And honestly, I am really excited to see how this fight plays out. It's honestly an amazing moment, and there's a lot of things that I really am excited to see. A few things to actually note about this one is that in this version, it doesn't necessarily have actual English in it. What exactly do I mean? Basically, if you guys don't know, in My Hero Academia, they do not when they translate to English, they don't actually say senpai, or like, the only thing that they ever say is maybe sensei. They don't usually call Togata senpai or anyone else that. It's usually just, oh yeah, Mirio, or sometimes they do, but most of the time it's in the Japanese. The English has almost nothing of that, even in the manga. But in this one, they do actually have some of that, with Mount Lady calling, freaking, if I remember, yeah, she's calling Kamui Wood senpai. So that's interesting. So that's gonna be interesting. Honestly, I'm actually pretty certain that Kamui and Mount Lady are gonna get together at some point. I'm just saying. I mean, they've been doing a lot of stuff together lately. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But honestly, yeah, these fights are honestly amazing, and I can't wait, like I said, to see these actually get animated. And I'm really hoping that we actually get to see Pinky actually show off her moves, because she usually gets sidelined quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to actually see a chapter that's basically just all of her fighting against this gigantic monster. And I'm honestly really excited about it. It really will show her growth since the beginning of this, with actually being one of the worst members of UA. I mean, all things considered, she's actually considered one of the lowest on a lot of terms. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this chapter down in the comments below. Of course, let me know all of your theories and thoughts down there. If you are going to leave a theory, say theory review somewhere in your comment. Of course, if you are new, please subscribe and ring that notification bell. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new, like I said. Comments. Check out all of our links down in the description below. And a big thank you to people who have supported us on Patreon, specifically Sheeny, who is currently the only Patreon. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I'll see you guys next time. But on!